How's it going, folks? Today's video is going to be a little bit of a harvest one. I've had a load of people ask how the sweet potatoes are going in the aquaponics. So we're up to about the 15th or 16th week mark now, which is about generally how long sweet potatoes take from planting to harvest in our climate. So I'm going to pull them out. They've actually been in a lot longer, but these guys are ones that I did a little bit of an experiment with, which I'll add that little bit in here now. So you may remember from the last video, I had a mass of sweet potato vine just growing out of the corner of the grow bed here. Well, that is something that has since been rectified. I've given the plant a massive haircut and thrown all the runners down the back. And what I'm going to do is do something that has been suggested by a few people now, and that is burying, if I can just set this camera up, burying a load of, or a couple of these runners underneath the clay. There is a video by Matt, g'day Matt, if you're watching, where he basically found that by burying these runners themselves under the clay, with the wet media, or down in the wet zone of the media, that he had roots going down into the grow beds. And those roots ended up forming little sweet potatoes. So I thought I'd give it a crack. As I've mentioned, I have grown sweet potato in the aquaponics before previously, and I didn't have much luck with any rhizome in the beds themselves. We had a couple of small ones, but nothing too massive. So I don't think these are going to sit down too well. Get a little bit forceful here. Might have to actually peg them down, I think. But hopefully the plan is that these guys will send roots down from these little leaf sections here, these little leaf junctions, and set some sweet potatoes themselves. And hopefully I can get it down deep enough, and it's going to stay under the clay there. And there is another one, just a very small one on this side over here. By the way, these chives are all still aphid free, just to let you know. This one here, same thing, just push it right down, and I will come back and continue to push these tips under as well, and I will definitely keep you all updated in future videos on how these go. So that's the start of it, I suppose. And as you can see, that the water does come up to like within an inch or 25 millimeters from the top of the bed here. And the plan is that these white beetroot over on this side here, they will be coming out soon. And I'm thinking I might just let these sweet potatoes take over this whole top of the bed, just as a bit of an experiment to see how they go. So today we're basically just going to see what the yield is by burying over those little runners there. So fingers crossed we're going to get something, but I'm not holding out much hope. I don't think we're going to get anything anywhere near as large as the sweet potato grown in the soil pouch over in the bathtub bed. But yeah, fingers crossed we're going to get a few small ones that we can toss in to make a bit of a warm salad up or something like that. And if you do want to check out that mammoth sweet potato harvest video, there will be a link down in the description below for you to suss out after we finish off here. Just before we get into it, I just firstly wanted to thank everyone who has purchased our Aquaponics Beginner's Guide. It's a guide packed full of information. There's almost 5 hours of video tutorials already added to the guide, with more on their way. Downloads are just being added as well, so if you're just new to aquaponics, definitely have a gander at it. There will be a link up in the corner there, also down in the description, and see if this sort of guide is right for you. $20 US. It's a fraction of the cost of any other online course or guide that you can get at the moment, so definitely check it out if you're new to aquaponics. So I'll stop spruiking, we'll mount the phone on my little handy cam, and we'll go over and look at the sweet spuds. I have a gander at the sweet spuds. I trimmed these back just a matter of weeks ago and included it on a video, and they need to be done yet again, obviously, because they're growing down on the ground. So rather than you know, trying to save any of this, we're going to pull the whole lot out, because I have some brassica seedlings I'd like to put in this large bed. This bed is basically double the length of an IBC, holds around about 600 litres of media, or roughly